The new head of JB Hi-Fi fronted his first annual general meeting with expectations of another good year ahead. Terry Smart took over the helm from long-time Chief Executive Richard Uetricht, who will be staying on as a director. Around 60 shareholders attended the AGM in Melbourne, with some not overly impressed by the company's low-frills style. Emily Stewart reports.
JB Hi-Fi have gone cheaper than ever on.
JB Hi-Fi is known for being low budget, but some shareholders thought the company had taken it too far at the AGM.
JB Hi-Fi, they're the low-cost retailer, but when you come to an AGM, you expect more than some dry biscuits. You'd expect a webcast, you expect more than 15 minutes of presentations, you expect directors up for election to speak to the motion. They should try and get their staff here, and I just think this whole low-cost, boring AGM approach is disappointing.
But it looks like they'll have to get used to it with the no-frills approach to stay.
It's a real message that everything we do, whether it be the way we engage with our shareholders, the way we engage with our staff and our customers, if we can manage our cost base, eliminate waste and underwrite that low everyday pricing policy that we have, we will be successful as a business. So we might upgrade the biscuits. I don't think we're going to make a lot of other changes.
It was Chief Executive Terry Smart's first AGM since taking on the top job, and he says he's not intimidated having his former boss, Richard Uetricht, as a director. Patrick Elliott says the company considered and dismissed any issues arising from the move. He also confirmed that his own role was safe for now.
In terms of my role as chair, it's probably over-glorified. I'm not sure if anyone really wants it, but the discussion today with Richard has very much been around non-executive.
Shareholders were happy with the company's forecast, with sales up around 12% for the first quarter of the 2011 financial year. But the company's behind budget by about 5%, and this is expected to be made up in the second half of the year. And in a room full of men, gender diversity on the board and among senior management was a hot topic.
JB Hi-Fi has got no women at all in any prominent position, never has, as far as I can see. So clearly a company like JB Hi-Fi with lots of female customers and female employees needs to get with the program.
Either you have females on the board to produce results. If the males are producing the results, I was almost tempted to say that this shows that we don't need females on the board, but I thought that wouldn't be appropriate.
It's a matter of what the person can give to the board. I mean, you don't just put a woman on the board just because she's a woman. I mean, she's got to have some expertise.
JB says it will look to appointing its first female director when a board member retires next year.
We don't have a diversity target per se. I think we recognise that we're starting from a relatively low base in terms of female representation in senior ranks. I think totally about 9% of our senior management are women, and we think the expectation is that that can grow significantly. Approximately 20% of store management are women, and I think as the opportunity continues to develop, we'll find more and more opportunities to promote women through our organisation right through to board level.
A rising Australian dollar is supposed to be a positive for importers like JB, but the company says it's brought about some challenges as well.
We're not taking any direct currency risk, but what we have seen both between the cost curve of new technology plus the high Australian dollar is we're seeing a lot of price deflation. So the challenge we have now is we have to sell twice as many TVs to make the same amount of money as we did maybe 2 years ago.
But the forecast is generally positive, with the company now focusing on a successful Christmas trading period.